Okay, now it should work. Not sure why, but somehow it selected I guess the wrong microphone. Okay, might be the wrong one. They just look similar. I think now. Yeah, sorry for that. Don't know why I did that. I think in the beginning these Scorcher of Mech and Laser Rangers are going to be quite strong. Obviously in the higher stages the Mech and Bombardier will also be strong. And I think the Laser Rangers can be useful for sure on this Mega Crab. Just because you can destroy the statues. And I mean, if you can destroy the statues, like at some point, the boosts get quite low if you go through half of the base. And I think especially if the building damage and building health gets a little bit lower, that should help of the Laser Rangers a lot. At least I would say a lot more than the Bombardiers. Is the audio not good, or I don't know? I mean, I didn't change anything. So it should be the same as usual. Hey, you should know me. Let's see how much with this one has. Okay, 76%. Not sure how that compares to the other Mega Crabs at stage 15. Like, I feel like the boosts are quite higher than they are usually. Hello, Osnaseni. I'm good, thank you. Like, I'm not surprised we can get to like stage 60 just with the Super Warriors on this Mega Crab. Because they're definitely quite strong. I mean, like so far I didn't really need to use any of my troops. Actually, I think I should also look at the tribes, because I think I did not boost them so far on this account, but then they are not really helping that much. But I think at least the Critter tribe should be quite useful. So let's make sure to boost them. Like, I think the Zuka can be good. But I think the issue with the Zukas is that you're not really able to use them. Because if you attack with Zukas, then you usually would not take out the statues. And yeah, this Mega Crab, you can take them out, so... Attack with Zukas, you can only reduce a small amount of the statue boost. Like I think even against this stage, the Super Warriors can take out everything pretty easily. A Grand Copita. I think like it's basically the same like every crab. Like this Laser Ranger attack or this Mech Bombardier attack. A Kolbeng. A Asman. No, I don't think so. I don't think the Super Warrior just get boosted from the troop health and the troop damage boost. I mean, that still helps them a lot. Yes, the Super Warriors have or get the damage and the health from the statues, which would be 154% more, so almost even more than double of the health, and like 220 extra % damage. Like I don't know the stats of the Super Warriors because I don't think it's possible to see them. They're just for the Mega Crab and not in the main base, basically. Like it's just not possible, I think, to see them in the gunboat or the stab. I think they would have usually about like maybe 15,000 health, so I guess they have like 30 to 40,000 health now with the boost. But I think especially some of the bases that are very small are gonna be always a solo now on this Mega Crab. Because you can take out all of the statues. Like if the base is more spread out, then I think it's only possible to take out maybe half of the statues or something like that. I don't think stage 500 is possible. Maybe stage 400. I don't think that these destructible statues help a lot. I mean, they help a bit, but then I think the boost is higher in this Mega Crab than on others. And there's also no cryo bomb. Always have to keep that in mind. I mean, like on a base like this, that is very spread out. It's very hard to even take out a lot of statues, at least on the higher levels, because you usually don't clear the whole base. I mean, the boost is already at 150%. And I definitely feel like that usually it would be lower at this stage. But then I could be wrong. Like I think usually it's about 300% every 100 stages. Like it always changes a lot with every base because sometimes the boost is higher and then sometimes it's lower. It's going good so far. I mean, it's the first, like, I guess 150 stages are not gonna be too difficult. At least they should not be. And also for this first stream I'm not gonna have that much time. But then later today I will do another stream. Okay, there's a awesome cannon. But that didn't even took out too many of my troops. And also I'm pretty sure that the statues, if they are taken out, the base loses their effect instantly. We can try that to see if it's like that with the building house statues. As if you take out a building house statue, then the next statue should have a less health. Like, I think... yeah, the health is a bit annoying. But it would take at least 3 artilleries to take out a building, like a guardian. Let's see if we take out some of these statues. How many artilleries we need at the end to take out one. Not really possible to see actually. Yeah, probably 4 troop health is the best. But I could see 3 troop health working as well, because if you take out the statues, you take out some of the building damage. And because the health is obviously higher when there's more statues on the base. How did I even took out this engine, this core? Because I didn't even get to the core. I kind of want to see that replay. As my troops just cleared about to these boom cannons, and the core got taken up, but actually that could be because of the statues. I think what is happening is that I guess the replay doesn't show the, or has the boost reduction. I mean, I don't know if that is a bit buggy, but I mean, it looks like that the core goes down with the shield still being up. I don't know what is happening there. I hope that is not a bug that you can destroy every base instantly or something like that. But that definitely doesn't look right. I mean, now it looks like it should be. Not sure what happens there on some of the bases. Maybe it's when the shield, or that the shield doesn't lose the health. Well, I'm Gonna upgrade something with my resources when I have enough. On this account I can still use them. Yeah, I can upgrade the sniper tower to max level. Yeah, I should at least use the gold. Yeah, I'm guessing armor can be good, because it reduces the damage. But I'm not sure which ones are gonna be very good. Yeah, I'm not sure why it is on some stages. I mean, it's not on every stage. But definitely on some stages it looks like the core goes down with still full health. Like, I think there again. I think it was not taken out completely. And yes, Dark, I'm live. But I'm not sure what you mean with Buffonist drop. I don't know what that means. A hammer. Let's see. Yeah, this one has already almost 200 building health, so I think the boosts are definitely higher than usually. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's the hardest one. It could be because of the statues, because the boost looks higher, but then you can take it out the statues, so I don't know if that makes it more difficult or easier. But in general, it's definitely one of the hardest male crafts because it doesn't have a useful boost. Again, it looks like the core goes down too early for some reason. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's a one-time thing. I'm guessing, like, I don't know if they're gonna keep these special things for each male crab, so I'm guessing that each tribal crab would have this thing, but then I don't know that. I mean, it's just like the surprise cake or the firework box, like a special thing for the tribal crab. I don't know how the core health is so low. Maybe it actually... When I updated it now, it should be sabotage. I mean, that looks like sabotage to me. In the beginning it was wrong actually, but now it should be correct. I'm thinking maybe the core when the building actually gets destroyed. I mean, that could definitely be the case. That the damage is still the same and is not also lower. But if the statues get taken out, then this always take out more percentage of the core than usual. Then I wonder if that is something that can be used. But then you might not even have to take out the shield on some bases. Which could be very strong. Again, the core went down too early. Like on this space, I think I had the space twice. What I remember, and both times it took out the core. What do you mean sabotage doesn't work? I mean, it should work. At least it's possible to see that it reduces the boost of the statues if you look at the statues. So I'm pretty sure it would reduce the statues and would work. Like, it seems more concerning to me that some of the bases the core goes down way too early than it should be. I mean, it's clearly not destroyed. But the core still gets taken out. And I guess the core loses too much health also if you destroy the buildings, because it should not be that low in health. Like, I think the highest it can take out is, I think, up to 30% health or something like that. And the core is clearly a lower health. I think there's even like a limit to the damage that is done to the core from one building. I mean, maybe you can explain it more, P-Trek, what you mean exactly. I mean, it looks normal to me, but then I'm not looking that much on how the attack goes. I mean, just noticing that sometimes the core gets taken out like in the middle of the attack. Stage 50. Okay, let's see that. Hello, Mammut. With audience in training, I think you can use Mag Bombardier probably, because there you don't lose any troops. Because if you, before you lose the troops, you can just retreat. Okay. I mean, I'm guessing stage 50 is one of the stages with the 6 shields in the middle. I mean, let's see if that is correct. But yeah, I said that a few times already. Like, I think on this space also, or maybe not, I don't know. Okay, there it is correct. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, I can't try things like that now, I guess. I mean, the health of this thing is... yeah, I mean, it will get taken out in 2 artilleries no matter what. I don't think that sabotage would get reduced by that much. I mean, it says it reduces some of the damage. I don't really want to count every statue on this base. I mean, 11,850 on that Guardian. Let's see what happens if I change to armor. Yeah, okay, actually the boost is actually the same. I mean, it worked. I mean, it should work, but I guess it doesn't work on the game for some reason. I mean, the health is exactly the same. I guess then sabotage really does not make any sense to use. Okay, so I mean, armor is actually not that bad. And again, the core got taken out way too early. I don't know why on this base. But I didn't even reach the core. Like, there's not one troop that even did damage to the core. And it already got taken out. But then actually it's not that bad, but that sabotage doesn't work. I mean, at least gives room for other engravings. So I'm guessing... like, obviously armor will be strong, especially if there's rocket launchers. Power surge could even be useful. Ordnance I don't think is worth it. Like leech maybe on some stages, but I'm not sure. I never really tried this interference ability. I mean, could be useful maybe if there's a lot of single targets. But against rocket launcher it doesn't do a lot. But I don't actually think that even with sabotage working, this crab would be that much longer than the other mega crabs. I mean, it helps that you can destroy the statues for sure, but it doesn't seem like a huge thing to me. Like it's... I can look at the statues on the next base, but I'm pretty sure that the boosts are substantially higher than they are usually, so I think just that makes the crab more difficult already. And without sabotage, I mean, the bases are going to have very high health, especially in the beginning. I mean, let's see this base. That would be already 240%. I mean, I don't know if the boost is similar on other mega crabs. I don't remember it for the early stages. But I would be guessing it is at least a little bit higher than it would be usually. I mean, now the rocket launchers are actually not doing anything. I mean, I think again on this base... Why does this base have the shields in that corner? Okay, I thought it was a different base. It just looked like the base with the shields everywhere. Maybe I should have looked at the base more carefully. But I mean, I think with the statues, the damage that is applied to the buildings is still the same, so I think that just means that the core takes way more damage than it does on regular bases, I guess. I guess that is something to consider. Don't know if it's possible to use that really to take out bases. I mean, let's see if this base again gets taken out way too early before my troops even get to the core. Yeah, it looks like it. Don't know why, but... And thanks Equintage for the 40 rupees. And hey, Kaktus, is intellect a good thing this Maya Crab? I don't think so. I don't see that there's any offensive boost on the Maya Crab, so it's not worth it. I mean, it would do 0. Okay, that might not have been the best thing to land in the middle. This looks like I should not get this sync error. Yes, the Super Warriors, I mean, that's not for the Mega Crab or anything, it's always the case. Like the Critters get the boost added, the Super Warriors get the boost, the deployable turrets get the boost. Yeah, basically everything that is a troop gets the statue boosts now. You can also see in the warship season, like the deployable turrets, for example, or I don't know if there were other things. I guess again, the core goes down too early. Don't know why. I'm gonna just look again at the replay. I mean, it almost is like the core is healing back to full health. Yeah, and I didn't even... Yeah, the replays are definitely not working. At least on some stages. How is it on this stage? But I also took out that base too early. I think this one was usual. Let's see what's happening on this replay. Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing it's just not applying the reduction of the building health in the replay. I think that's the only thing I can really think of. But still, something is definitely wrong. I don't know what exactly, but for some reason... I mean, what I saw, what is happening if you destroy the statues. Like the buildings kinda heal, I guess, to full health if they are damaged. I mean, not really heal. It's just that the damage that they have, I think, stays the same, and because they have lower health with a lower boost. Yeah, but again, the shield wasn't even taken out, and the ore goes down. Yeah, the sabotage doesn't work, it looks like. I mean, let's try this time to take out all the statues instantly. And see what happens then. Or not instantly, but as fast as I can. Let's drop some super warriors. Go in that corner. Excellent flare on one statue. Yeah, I mean, the troops didn't damage the core and it's almost taken out some. I mean, this must be that something doesn't work correctly. But I don't know what is wrong exactly. But something is not working. I mean, I think just like what someone mentioned in the chat, it's probably the damage that the buildings do when they get destroyed is still the same. Then the core being at full health. And that probably just takes out a bunch of the core health. I think that will definitely be interesting on higher stages. Because maybe on some stages you just have to take out the statues first. And don't even take out the shields, because the core gets taken out before you just destroy enough buildings. I mean, I didn't even took out all of the shields, and the core got taken out. But yeah, I'm using armor, and yeah, just because sabotage doesn't look like it works. So there's no reason to use sabotage. I mean, on this base it looked like the core went down at the right time. Yes, but it's just something for this tribal crab. Like, I mean, there's no cryo bomb or no other things like that. I mean, where these sniper towers are, there's usually cryo bombs, and same for these sniper towers. Instead of the cryo bombs, which is like the usual for the male crab, there's these destructible statues. And yeah, like I guess that's like the theme for the male crab, and again, core got taken out before my troops even got to it. So I'm guessing that this base is impossible to... Yeah, I mean, I guess if there's a lot of buildings in the front, then maybe. But I mean, it looks like you only have to clear about to this area, somewhere between there, and then the core just gets taken out. And thanks Secondage for the 40 rupees, which are offensive statue blue or red. I'm not sure, but I'm using what you mean, but I'm using 1 GB for troop health and 7 troop damage, if it's that what you mean. Or I think I know what you mean. I guess you mean with intel. I mean, sabotage. I mean, I don't have enough powder. Let's just see what happens if I boost this intel. I mean, I kind of want to try that. I mean, that would not reduce anything. I'm not gonna try that, at least not against this stage. I just wonder if intel would increase the stats of the troops, but I don't think so. Yeah, that is probably not the case. I think this is the first really difficult stage, I guess. Yeah, I think that is what it is. That the buildings just do then more damage and it doesn't scale down. Well, I mean, I guess this crab doesn't really need a boost. I mean, it's seems a little bit bugged, so that could make some stages very easy that are usually very difficult. Well, I mean, there's not even that many statues. I mean, the boost is... now it's a 325% building health. So the boost looks higher, but... I mean, you can destroy the stages and by that the boost gets reduced. Oh, the Scorcher explosion killed your laser rangers. That is unlucky, I guess. I'm going to try to not make the same mistake. I don't know if laser rangers is the best strategy here. With all these boom cannons. Let's drop some super warriors actually. I mean, that should take out some of these statues, that should help a lot. But I mean, troops are getting taken out pretty quickly. That's for sure. Guess I kind of have to hope that the troops are... I mean, I can take out some of the statues. Go for 3 artilleries. Yeah, I mean, now the boost is very low, so even though it looks like the attack was almost over, like it is not even close. I mean, it was almost 2 artilleries to take out this the Guardians at the end, and they had, I think, about 40,000 HP, so yeah, most of the boost was gone at that point. I think that is definitely something that is good for the laser rangers. Because even though it was very difficult in the beginning, in the end, even though I did not have a lot of troops left, the base did not have a chance. I think I just have to try and keep my troops alive in the beginning. And then once the stages get destroyed, it gets a lot easier. I guess it's good to save artilleries a little bit on this Maya Crab, because then you can take out some of the statues later on. And I guess the good thing of armor is also that the boosts are... that the damage of a lot of the buildings that take out the laser rangers is very low. I mean, let's see what happens if I barrage this core. You know, this time it did not get taken out early. Hard to predict what happens, maybe because it was with barrages and artillery. But I have no idea. Greetings to Italy. Or not Italy, today. I read something wrong there. I mean, I maxed sabotage in one day, I would say. I don't remember at what time the update was released. Actually not, I did not max sabotage. I only upgraded to 30% or 31%, I think. But basically from the time to the update to the mega crab after it. And then to the next mega crab I maxed it out. So I guess like half a week or a week. Like usually the updates are like half a week before the mega crab, I guess. Oh yeah, resources are probably full again. I mean, I'm just on stage 70 and already can't spend my resources. I mean, I could upgrade some buildings, but I don't know if I want to do that. Like with the building tokens. But the issue is I don't want to do that. Because my buildings are very low level, except I guess this sniper tower maybe, which is level 24. But I think it was about 30,000 or 40,000 diamonds. And then I mean, there was something else, at the time savers. Yeah, and then I don't remember how many time savers I had, but I think it was 10,000 time savers. Just the maximum that you could have. At least without, without reaching the cap. I mean, that's basically all the diamonds I had on this account, and I used all of them. And I mean, now I'm still using diamonds from time to time, like also in the warship, to switch nodes. But I mean, I can usually get about 3,000 diamonds every mega crab at least. So I can build up the diamonds fairly quickly. Yeah, I didn't really do that. I only got through 10,000 time savers. And I mean, I guess I just maxed the mystical monument on 2 of my accounts. Because, yeah, I have it on 500 on 2 accounts, and yeah, I just maxed it there with that. I think it was the cyber trader. Okay, I can use a bunch of super warriors to take out the statues there. Yeah, I mean, it's not really like a cap, but once you get to 10,000 time savers, you can't get more of them. At least, like, I think from like submarine or something like that. But if you just buy with the power powder from the trader, then you could even reach, I think, an infinite amount of time savers. Like, I don't know if P-Track still has that many, but I think he had 200,000 time savers or something like that. If you want, you could have a lot of time savers. I guess enough time savers for everything you will ever need. But then, I mean, even with that many time savers, I think it's difficult to max engravings. I mean, I still don't have the max out. Like, I mean, it looks like I'm almost max with the engraver, but I think it's more like halfway to have everything maxed. I mean, even though I'm only missing about 2 or 3, some I have maxed, but I'm missing usually like 2 or 3 of the levels. I mean, these 2 levels, they take a long time. Yeah, 180,000. I mean, I don't have that much time this early, just for about 1.5 hours now. There's some super warriors, and yeah, again on this base also the core got taken out too early. I think maybe they should do to sabotage maybe what they did to armor. But then I don't know where you would put that percentage. That is like the highest it can get reduced. Because I mean it already reduces a percentage, so you'd have to set like a cap for like 500% or something like that. But then I mean the only time that this would even matter would be in the male crab. Like sabotage is just strong if there is a high boost, which is only the case in operations and male crab. I mean, everywhere else in the game it's basically that sabotage is quite useless. Yeah, there are no cryo bombs because there's these destructible statues. Like there's always one thing, like one theme for the mega crab, I guess. Like it used to be just the cryo bomb, but in the last, I think, half a year, they changed that up. And they are adding a bunch of new things, like new buildings or yeah, just new features for the mega crab. It's just some small things, but that's a very nice thing, I would say. Like just so that it's a little bit different from the usual. I think that's just that is very nice. And I actually have to pay attention here. Let's regroup here. I'm gonna take out a bunch of the statues, I think. Maybe I should have looked at the health of the statues. don't know which one I should take out. But I mean, the health is just so low now at this point. And again, I don't know why the core got taken out there. I don't understand it. It looked to me like it still had the full health. Yeah, armor is just very strong, I think. Like, I think if there will be higher lulls for the defenses, like, I guess with laser beams that won't happen, but like rocket launchers, like every level that the rocket launchers would get, armor gets a lot weaker because it reduces just less. Like, I think at this point it's about at the 80% cap, maybe. So once the rocket launchers get more levels, or if they get more levels, then the damage per second gets higher. And with that, the armor would reduce less of that damage. So at some point it would reduce only like half of the damage, and then even less after that. I mean, I guess that is just what is like a small issue with the armor, that the defenses are like a little bit under-leveled, I guess, from their damage for how much armor it uses. But then if there would be more headquarter levels, and armor still does the same thing, I mean, like if these rocket launcher would be higher, if there would be more levels and they would be at 200 damage per second, then armor would only reduce half of the damage. And now it would reduce basically 80%, so... like... just the damage gets lower with more levels is what I want to say. And I mean, there's supposed to be, I think, 30 headquarter levels. So I guess that would add like 3 levels. And I guess at that point, armor would not be that great, I guess. I mean, against boom cannons or cannons, armor does literally nothing. Like, it reduces 100 of this 1900 with a level 17 cannon, so I mean, that's nothing. I mean, it was the same in the operations. Like, armor was just that strong because the rocket launchers are kinda at low level. And even with the max rocket launchers, armor was already a lot weaker. But yeah, probably at this time, I guess that armor is still kind of too strong. Yeah, I mean, if you look on the, like, I think there was a Q&A or something like that on the Boom Beach Discord. Like, I think like 1 year ago maybe. And there was, I think, HU 30. Which was the, I don't know, like, I mean, not that there will not be more headquarters after that at some point. I mean, I think there were not supposed any headquarter levels after headquarter like 25, but then they still came at some point. I think HU30 is where it's supposed to stop for now. Or not for now, I mean still HU27, but... I guess you can't understand what I mean. One stage behind. I mean, I guess like one stage behind, at least in the beginning, is not saying a lot. But it's very close. I wonder how they are that fast on stage 130. Or I'm guessing they're maybe force closing the game. But I'm also not attacking that quickly, I would have to say that. Very lost Scorcher. I don't think that's going to be a huge issue, to be honest. I feel like I'm not using Super Warriors at all. Like, I mean, the stages start to get more difficult, so I should use them more often. Like, I think I could have used them to take out some of the statues. I mean, I'm guessing they will still do more at some point. I mean, like the last, I think the last two headquarter levels got out like in a way faster time than before. Like I think every half a year or something close to that. And before it was, I think 2 or 3 years without even, or even more maybe, since headquarter 25. Or got taken out again with the shield at the top still being there. Yeah, I'm guessing maybe it is really the strategy to just take out the statues and not take out the core. But then I mean, it could be that it's just at these lower stages, because the boost is still low, that this works. I don't even know if I want to try that on a stage like this. The Scorchers are maybe not that great with all these Doom Cannons. And armor is obviously useless. I mean, I could try to usually use a leech. Or try to avoid those Doom Cannons. These Doom Cannons are doing a ton of damage. Yeah, but I mean the statues are still at their full boost, so I guess it's not surprising that they do a lot of damage. I'm gonna have to be careful. Where is Gavan? Wanted to throw a smoke, not a critter. But that doesn't Or it's not going to be an issue. Yeah, I can try to use some super warriors maybe. Yeah, then looks possible some barrages as well, probably. I also wonder how the damage reduction works with armor when the building damage gets lower. I think they would still get damaged. Yeah, I mean, you can see the stage looks like it's not possible to solo. In the beginning, I mean, there's a lot of troops. But it ends up to, yeah, still get taken out. So that's not bad. Let's see how much I have to clear on this base before the core gets taken out. Let's try to clear some of those statues early with the super warriors. We're back. And does that thing get taken out? Finally. Guess it still does not clear the mines. Yeah, just have to clear some of the base and then the core is gone. Bunch of lasers, but don't think that's gonna be an issue. Sure to shock that hot pot. But yeah, the critter tribe is actually very nice because there's no cryo bomb. And with the critter tribe it's still possible to clear these mines. Or not clear the mines and make sure the lasers don't get taken out from them instantly. I mean, you can throw some super warriors for the statues. Yeah, without taking out even one shield, I finished the core. That is crazy. I really think the key to this mag crab is to make sure that the statues get taken out and that you don't even have to reach the shield. Let's throw there some super warriors everywhere where there's a statue. So yeah, that's definitely looking like it's a good strategy. And yeah, armor also helps to keep the laser rangers alive against the lasers or the rocket launchers. Just hope that not too many are gonna get taken out from this Flotsam cannon. Yeah, it's only gonna get a few. And I should throw some super warriors onto the statues, maybe take out this one. There's some barrages. And again, without taking out the shield, the core got taken out. Drop their critter. I don't even need to throw a medkit, because the rocket launchers do no damage, basically. I mean, if there is supposed to be a headquarter level 30 at some point, I mean, it will just be in the future. I mean, you never know when. That looks like so many critters. I think it's almost 30 critters that get spawned now. I think what is possible to see already on this May crab is that at the stages that are where there's not a lot of stages in the beginning, and begin is generally more difficult to clear because there's a lot of high health defenses. Like these bases are gonna be very difficult also later on. And I think that those will be the stages that will take 2 attacks very early. Yes, that's something new for this Maya crab. I mean, it's only for this Maya crab, I'm thinking or guessing. And this base already has 381% building health boost. Okay, I just got confused why the shock launcher does no extra damage. But I think that armor just reduces the exact amount of damage that the building damage gives. I think this base is perfect for armor. And I guess for the super warriors. Because there's like only rocket launchers. And I mean, the super warriors don't care too much about a rocket launcher. And also the laser rangers with armor. Again, took out the core with the shield still being there. Yeah, 25 critters sounds right.
This is the future.
And I guess that's convert the resources. Yeah, but I wonder if the Zukas are even gonna be used once in this male crab. Like, I feel like the laser ranger attack is just the strongest. Probably even stronger than bombardiers. I'm not sure about that. Just would guess that. Because the laser rangers are able to take out the buildings behind. So usually that should make them able to take out the statues even if they are quite far in front of them. And I mean, this male crab, you have to take out the statues. I mean, you don't have to, but it makes it a lot easier to take out these statues. Because it just reduces a lot of the building damage and building health. Which is basically like a sabotage ability, almost. Yeah, 400% building health already. That should not be a huge issue. It's more difficult to take out the statues on this base because there are so many boom cannons. But then if I throw one critter, I should be able to take out the statues. And every statue that gets taken out, the boom cannons are gonna get weaker. Like they do less damage. And at some point the super warriors can just survive. Okay, so to destroy the statue, that removes the building health or building damage. Okay, I mean, I should really remember to throw some super warriors for the statues. And I definitely want to just take out the statues and then take out the core without like taking out the core itself. At least if these warriors can go for the statues. Yeah, so now it's basically every statue is gone. And it's just enough to take out the core. Thanks, Jim. Like, I wonder if it's even better on some bases to not land the troops and just take out some of the statues with the super warriors. And then, like, the core gets finished by that. Yeah, I mean, core goes down way earlier. So I think that is actually a strategy that will work. It just looks like it's not that important to actually take out the base itself, just take out the statues and enough buildings. Like, it looks like that is enough basically on this mega crab. Let's drop some super warriors. Try to take out these statues. Yeah, not gonna worry too much about the base itself. I'm gonna go for a barrage and maybe 2 artilleries. And I mean, I'm not even close to the core, and the base is gone. Like, I don't think it works on every base, but at least on the bases that have a lot of buildings, I think this strategy is possible. And I mean, with armor, my troops can survive a long time. So that also makes it easier. The shield was still there, but the core is gone. Like, almost a fun attacks, I would say. Yeah, but for this base I might have to change the troops a little bit, at least I think. But I would change more to some rifles instead of the Scorchers. And I guess then I can add even Pioneer and then maybe still or maybe just more Laser Rangers. Then we can see attacks like this possible. Because the rocket launchers are not going to do too much damage with armor. Yeah, maybe I should have used the medic. Okay, let's see which statues I can destroy. Probably no statues actually. Or at least not right now, because the boom cannons would still take out my super warriors. Okay, I will have to use there some barrages. The core should get taken out now. And thanks Econ Teach for the 40 rupees. Why base of the Maghreb destroy automatic? I mean, I think it's because the damage. Like usually if you take out a building in Boom Breach, it reduces the health of the core, like the headquarter, the mega core or the operation core. So it reduces the health of them by a little bit. And once it does that, I think what it does with the statues and being destroyed, it always destroys the same amount of the health. So once the core has lower health because the damage of these statues or the damage the statues are taken out, the health is lower. It just takes out way more than it usually would. So right now this core has 1.3 million health. And let's say like one of these buildings, if it gets destroyed, does like 5,000 damage. And once I destroy half of the statues, it will only be like 600,000 HP. I'm guessing it still destroys 5,000 or does 5,000 damage for every building I destroy. So that just takes out then like double the damage than it would do usually. And I'm thinking that is the reason why the core gets taken out way too early. You can see on this base the health is still not reduced, and my Scorchers and Laser Rangers are struggling to get anywhere on this base. I mean, just now I cleared through this beginning of the base. Let's go in this corner. With some smokes to protect Kuban and the Scorchers. And yeah, now the war is finished. Hello Farouks, I'm from Germany. Yeah, definitely an interesting Maghreb, and I guess it also opens up a lot of new strategies, or gives room for strategies. I mean, the health is very high. Like, what is this health? 436%. That would usually be around stage 200. But then a lot of this boost gets reduced, obviously, once the statues are destroyed. I think you can't underestimate the statue boosts. I mean, it's not that the boost is low, that's for sure. I mean, these boom cannons are shredding my Scorchers, basically. I have to shock maybe. Then you have to take out these statues. And yeah, I mean, you can see that once the statues are gone, the base is a lot easier. Like, it's a huge difference, and quite noticeable, I would say so. So maybe now start to drop some super warriors. It really looks like the main thing that you have to do is take out the statues. I mean, the core went down instantly. Yeah, you definitely need the right statues for laser rangers. So more troop health and troop damage. Or I guess troop damage is fine from the statues that you have, but more troop health and less GB. Even though I could see GB being quite useful on this mega crab with the ability to throw maybe super warriors more early. To destroy the statues. That's certainly something I could see being possible. I mean, there's no need to clear the whole base. That's crazy. And yeah, definitely think this is maybe a crap for the laser rangers. At least for, I guess, the first, like, 200 stages. After that it will probably get more difficult for laser rangers, because the health, once the health is high, it's gonna be difficult in the beginning to clear something with the laser ranger. And then once the bases are still at a health that the laser rangers can get through the beginning quite comfortably, and it should not be a huge issue. I'm not using sabotage because sabotage doesn't work for some reason. I mean, it shows that the building health and building damage is supposedly reduced, but it doesn't seem to apply it. But unfortunately, sabotage seems useless on this mega crab, so yeah, better to use armor mostly. I mean, just looking at this, just if I destroy these statues, it's already like almost 50% building health and like 30% building damage that is reduced. That's already a huge amount. And I think like laser rangers are usually a troop that is stronger if the boosts are, like, I guess, a bit lower. At least on the male crab. Because once the boosts are too high, they are not doing enough damage. I lost command. That's not great. Let's see if that's gonna be an issue or not. I mean, I don't think so, because the core already is gone. I mean, if this is the case for even stages at like 200 or 300, that might be an issue then. Or not an issue, but it would make the crab way longer than I thought it would be. And these boom cannons are already not able to out-heal or out-damage the super warrior. Like, I don't know how much the super warrior is healing. Like, I don't think that this would get increased, but I don't know. Like, from the statues. See if this super warrior is in range of the doom cannon. Okay, it is. Maybe it can still, yeah, just managed to take out the statue. A few barrages and artilleries are enough to finish these statues now. I mean, the health on the statues already also gets slower, so once some stages are gone, it gets a lot easier to take out the other remaining statues. Yeah, I'll probably go from the left. Like, I definitely think you don't have to worry too much about the core itself on this Mega Crab. As you don't really have to take it out, so just have to take out enough buildings. And I guess enough statues. And I guess take out even more statues. Still a lot of players that are pretty high or progressed already through a lot of the stages. I mean, why not start to use the super warriors in the back to take out these statues. I mean, it looks like I have almost no troops left. And I guess I already don't have a lot of troops left there, but I mean, the core is still gone. So that's very interesting. But I would say it's already not that it is very easy. Like, even at this stage, the stages are kind of close. Just that with the destructible statues, that the boosts are at some point too low for the buildings to do something. I don't know how much this scales with the damage that is done for every building that is destroyed, but if if this strategy still works at like stage 200 or 300, that could be an issue. But it seems like it only takes out the core early once there still is a shield. So maybe that has something to do with it. Let's try to just take out the statues. Get another super warrior, please. Just want to see what happens if I only destroy statues and leave the shields. Yeah, I mean, I took out there some shields. I mean, it looks like there's some buildings where the damage is crazy high. That is done to the core. I don't know which buildings are getting destroyed that take out this much damage, because I can't see in the replay. I would have to look in the attack itself. I definitely wonder if it is the case that you should leave the shields that this may grab and not take them out at all. I mean, that could be something. I don't know why it would be like that, but it could be something. So let's try and see if it is again on this base like that. Just stay more in the middle, I think. Also should up Kuban. Still a medkit though. Like, I'm a bit scared to take out some of these stages because with the super wars, because I think then troops might go towards the shield. Group away from those shields. Now, what took out this last bit of the health of the core? I don't know. But there was some health left on the core and it was just gone. Don't know why that happens. I don't know why your base looks harder. I don't know. I mean, if you have the same statues, then it should be the same. Hey, Andy. Well, you should use these coins once you're at the last level, and only then. Because you get the upgrades. I don't remember the name that it is called, but once you upgrade these, where you get the quality upgrade, you can get these more often earlier. I would just say it's more worth it to go for it there. But try to get the quality upgrades and then only use the coins in the end. Like for the last level. I still don't know what does that much damage to the core. Just so hard to see when the replay doesn't work. I have no idea why the core sometimes takes that much damage. Throw smokes on all of these. Yeah, I don't understand it. Just sometimes. I mean, I know that it looks like that, but sometimes it looks like one building that gets taken out does like 10% or 5% damage to the core than the usual, like just a few percent. And obviously it gets higher, like maybe I destroy a statue that has like 50% or even more, and then that changes things. I'm not completely understanding it so far. I mean, let's pay their close attention. There, I mean, you just saw there was a huge amount of health gone. Again, when I took out that statue, it looks like I'm thinking that it is an issue with the statues. Can I see the health of these statues? So that was a building health statue, and one of these. I'm not. I don't understand it completely. I have to admit that. I mean, it's a bit unfortunate that I think all the statues are like they don't have the shield or the spear in their hand, so it's not really possible to say which is a building damage or a building health statue when you are in the attack. Yeah, I mean, obviously the troops are also destroying the defenses, but I mean, they would have to destroy a lot of buildings at the same time. Like, I don't think it is just that the buildings get destroyed. Like, I mean, you can see there again, it looks like for some reason, once one of the stages got destroyed, it did a lot of damage. And I really don't understand why it is like that. I mean, I get that it reduces more of the health, but I don't think that is actually the case. What happens? Something different. But I mean, it's very hard to really try this once you can't watch the replay. And you can only attack the stage once. I'm pretty sure there's something broken, I just don't know what exactly. I mean, so far the core didn't take a lot of the damage. You can see that most statues it does almost no damage, and then out of nowhere it does a huge amount of damage. Like, it just looked like the last 10 to 15% of the health got taken out instantly. And I'm pretty sure that it's not that the troops took out something, like 10 buildings or 15 buildings at the same time, because I'm pretty sure that the health of the core, or in general the health of the defenses, once it is damaged, so it's throw an artillery onto that thing. Once I destroy the statues, this thing should heal back to full health. Or at least have less damage. At least if there are building health statues in the beginning. Let's try not to destroy the statue and just see what happens. I mean, it could be that we're all just building damaged statues. Okay, now it's useless to see. I don't know. I thought that the damage also kind of... What are these statues building health? Okay, so let's damage like some of the statues in the back. I mean, these are pretty far in the back, so let's see what happens once I destroy more of the statues in the beginning. Like, I thought what would happen is that these statues, that the health bar gets higher again once the statues are gone. Yeah, but again, like, one statue there did an insane amount of damage to the core. I mean, I would basically have to do the whole attack in ×1 to see that. I mean, maybe like to think something crazy. The statue does the damage it has as the health with the core, I don't know. Who are the troops in this corner? Let's take out some of these statues. Even though there are some smokes. And I have a lot of GB, so... Let's see what happens with his core health now. I mean, I don't know. It's very strange. Don't really know if it's the health bar that is wrong or if it's just that it counts differently, I don't know. Well, I think with Edge U23 probably... I mean, Mech Bombardier could work, but I don't know how strong it would be. But yeah, probably something like Mech Bombardier. Or maybe mix in some other troops instead of the mechs. I mean, you can also use Laser Rangers probably. They are quite strong. At least in the beginning. With like rifles, maybe a Cryoneer. I could see that that would work. Let's already go down here and not worry about these cannons and boom cannons. I wanted a flare. I mean, it could also be that the health that is showing is not really correct on the core. I mean, you never know what the health is that is there, like what one full health bar would be. Again, if I look there just again, like just some building there took out a lot of the core health. And I'm not sure why that happens. Like, I guess it's either that there's some sort of bug, or that there's something wrong in the, like in the health that it shows. I mean, let's see what happens if I just use some Super Warriors. Take out things in the beginning. Yes, now drop the troops. Yeah, I mean, it looks like some are taking out a lot of the damage there on the core. Some buildings. Yeah, that could be that it's after taking out building health statues, but I just don't understand it. Why it's like that sometimes and why not. It's just very hard to say what is a building health and the building damage statue. You have to look in the beginning of the attack and remember everything. I mean, core just gets taken out and I don't even destroy a whole base. Yeah, I mean, that is possible, but then I don't think it's reducing that much. But even if it is like that, I mean, core should not get taken out in the middle of the attack. I mean, it's only on some statues. It's not even that it's with all of the building health statues. I mean, I can take out like almost all of the statues now. It should be very easy to see what happens. Obviously some super warriors are taking out some shields. I mean, right now the health looks very similar to what it should be, like on the core. I already took out almost all of the statues. And for some statues it takes out way more damage than usually. I don't think it's just that there would be building health statues that are destroyed. Like again, that one statue took out like about 30% of the core health, or not 30%, but like 10 to 20% maybe. And even if that would be, I think the highest there is about 30%, maybe 40%. The value on the statue, it should not do that much damage. I mean, I feel like this is something that would be impossible to say what actually happens. Because you can only see it in the attack and you can't slow down the attack. And I guess I would have to watch the stream again to try to see what would happen there. Because to me it looks more like a bug. Or something that is not working like it should be. Again, when I took out that statue, this, like, I'm guessing it was the idol, that did a crazy amount of damage to the core. I mean, how was... Yeah, that was only a 23% building health guardian idol. So it should not do that much damage. And I mean, the core health went from like maybe 10% to 1% or something like that, so even if it would be something with the health that would stay the same, I don't think that could explain it. Okay, maybe I can take out these statues. Guess some of the ones at the top. I just have to try to take out as many statues as I can. Yeah, again, I mean, some statues randomly seem to take out a big chunk of this core health, but the others do like what they should do. But it looks like the building health doesn't get that much higher. I mean, it's still only at 17%. Hey, only me? I mean, there was not really an update, I guess. I guess the last one was that 2 months ago or 3 months ago. But again, I think it's really, you don't have to take out the whole base on this mega crab, just like not half of the base, but like maybe 2/3 of the base, and that just means the core is gone. Yeah, something seems to be wrong, but I can't say what. Again, this base looks like it's almost not possible to really take out. I mean, troops are taking a long time to clear everything at this point. But yeah, once I go through the statues, and it's basically game over. I don't even have to really take out anything of the base. At least that's how it looks at the moment. Well, I think it's very hard to say. I mean, the crab is already difficult. I mean, the stages at this point already have the same amount of health basically that you would have the sabotage, and at like stage 2 to 300. Maybe more like, maybe not that high, but I guess with sabotage, with what you would be reducing, that would be something like that, but then on this crab you can use armor, so that will make things a lot easier. And that one super warrior is targeting the core, that is unlucky. But I really don't have to clear the whole base to destroy it. Basically half of the base is enough to take out the core. About to drop Quran. And yeah, you really don't have to take out all of the shields. That's also very interesting. I'm guessing especially at like higher levels or higher level stages. Basically ignore the shields, and that definitely makes things a lot easier. Actually, Scorchers should be fine. And the Max should be able to shock these Simmos. And I can use a bunch of my Super Warriors. Try and take out those statues. Let's see how much I have to destroy on the space. Take out the core. Yeah, a bit more, but yeah, almost the middle is enough to finish it. Okay, this one has a lot of health. That's already 608%. Like usually these boosts should only be about stage 200. Like probably the building damage is lower than usually, but yeah, still a high boost. Another Super Warrior. Like at this point it looks like the attack is over. But I don't think it really is. Like again, this one statue. Like this statue, it looks like it got taken out without anything doing damage to it. I mean, maybe someone can confirm that, but I mean, it really looks like this one statue down here, like it had a low amount of health, but I don't think the Laser Ranger took it out. Well, then it got taken out for some reason. And I don't know why that is like that. Yeah, I think it must be something like that, because it usually just happens at the end of the attack. But it still seems hard to say what exactly is happening. Once I could even see GB being more useful on this male crab, because you could throw more sharks or things like that in the beginning. Let's start to use some super warriors. Again, there's a server error now. Not sure what that is. Yeah, but that you can destroy the statues is not a bug. That is on purpose, but there's definitely some sort of bug with the statues. Yeah, but I mean, it's only damaging these buildings that have damage onto them. It looks like. I really can't say what is happening, so maybe someone will figure it out. Oh, the Kawan. That was unlucky. I mean, I can destroy a bunch of the statues, so I should be fine, hopefully. Like, the super warriors are, I think, a lot stronger towards the end of the attack. Simply because then the defenses do less damage. I don't know what statue it is. I mean, I would have to really understand. I guess you'd have to look at every statue before the attack or in the replay, and then look exactly what was destroyed at what time, and I don't really want to do that. I'm guessing if there is a bug that is possible to abuse, I guess someone will figure that out. He will have a huge advantage. Like, I think for me, I'm just looking at the base, and I guess I'm trying to take out the buildings that are for the statues as fast as I can. Okay, health is quite high on this base, but this is, I think, first stage that could be seriously 2 attacks. But I mean, the super warriors can definitely try to take out a bunch of the statues. So that should help a lot. But yeah, still gonna wait before I drop Kuan, I think so. Yeah, now looks like these super warriors are, like, the boom cannons have a hard time to take them out. Yeah, the building health and building damage is just reduced a lot now. At least that's what I'm take from that. Right now it looks like there's no way I can finish the base. But I mean, it's just wait for these building damage statues to take a lot of damage. Or do a lot of damage to the core, I guess. I don't know, I mean, I don't think so, because it's like that for the whole time, and I mean, there's probably a lot of percentages. I mean, if someone would want to look at that, go ahead, but I'm not gonna look at every statue, look where it is and what percentage it has, just to know why it happens. Bit surprising that nothing took out the shields. I mean, there should have been some troops at least, but the shield still had the full health once I got to it. Let's use some super warriors early. I can use a super warrior also once I get the GB. I think on this boom cannon. You can out-heal the boom cannon and then it can destroy those statues. But really, some statues are doing a ton of damage to the core. At least that's how it looks like. Yeah, going good so far, Antonio. Still all attacks left, and to be honest, right now it doesn't look like it is that difficult. And obviously only stage 143. So it would be surprising if it would be very hard at this stage. Okay, let's use super warriors. Server error 34, that's the second time I got it. I don't know why that happens and what this error does. There's a lot of boom cannons. Guessing the left side or the right side is best. Probably try to avoid the doom cannons for sure though. I'm hoping these laser beams are not going to do much damage. Yeah, they're not doing that much. guess the laser beam damage should also get reduced once some the statues get taken out, so that helps as well. I don't really see a point to clear the shields at all. Only gonna try to take out the statues that I can. There, it looks like that is enough already. I mean, the base is gone at this point. It really looks like we just have to clear like half the base and then we're done. Change maybe that. Still gonna use Sparky and hope that is not a mistake. I mean, she's gonna spawn a bunch of critters, so hopefully that will distract the boom cannons. Just don't think Scorchers would be a huge help. I mean, all these boom cannons, they would get taken out too early probably. Should be the same for this attack as well. I just have to take out the statues and then it's game over. Okay, but I think, I mean, should I switch even back? I guess just go with the same attack. Rocket launchers do some damage, but not that much. The flamethrower looks more dangerous than the rocket launchers. Okay, let's start to see what statues I can get. Probably some of those. There's some at the top. Okay, let's hope the Doom Cannon gets taken out. No, fortunately not. And again, no issue with that base. Like, I would not be surprised if this attack I'm using right now will be quite strong in the end. At least some bases that have a lot of single target buildings. I think I will have to wait a bit before I can out-heal these Simmos. Maybe now I can use the Super Warriors there. Hello, Ono. No, I'm using armor. Because sabotage is not working on this male crab. Don't know why, but it just doesn't work for some reason. So it does not make sense to use it. So you just should go with armor. I mean, on the statues it says it reduces something, but the health, if you look at the health that the statues have or the buildings, the health is not changing, so my understanding that means that sabotage is not reducing anything. Or I guess it is supposed to reduce the statues or the boost, but it's in reality not reducing it. Yeah, let's go for a bunch of the statues. Go for some sharks. Yeah, and the core got taken out instantly. And yeah, I think this stage can use the same attack again. Not that high in the leaderboard though at this time. But that can obviously change. I mean, still didn't lose a single attack so far, and it doesn't look like I'm gonna lose an attack anytime soon. At least that's how it seems like. Yeah, I only had to clear this front. And then the core got taken out, but now that is stage 150. Only 7th place right now. First place is at like 170. But I'm gonna have to end it here for now. Like I said, a shorter stream, at least in the morning. But yeah, I'm gonna do another stream later and continue this account from this stage. And yeah, still all 40 attacks left, and yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, probably 400 is gonna be possible in the end, but yeah, we'll have to see. So thanks everyone for watching, and yeah, I guess see you in the next stream, maybe even today. Bye.